Yeah.
Okay, Ed. Please break down TwitchCon. You were there for what, 3 full days or 3.5 days?
Yeah, it's
actually
3
on the
days
grounds
of TwitchCon. Yeah, and we got
Friday,
there,
Saturday, Sunday. Is that
Friday,
what it
Saturday,
is?
Sunday. Yeah, and we got there Thursday and left on Monday, so we were able to take it all in, and it was nice. It was in Vegas for the first time. It's usually since I've been, it's been in San Diego, and I did not realize how small the San Diego Convention Center could possibly feel, because this
really
is massive and
really
Vegas, baby.
massive.
That San Diego Convention Center is not small.
No, and this is so big that we only took up 1 block of this convention center.
Oh my gosh!
What's the name of it, real quick? If you do you know
Just
the name of the
Las
center?
Vegas Convention Center, I believe.
Do you know which hotel it's closest to?
It's way down at the end of the
end of the
a
strip,
couple blocks away by where the Stratosphere would be.
Gotcha. Yeah. That is it is a massive. I've only been there one time it was for NAB many years ago, which is a big national broadcasters thing. It's huge, and it has an upstairs and a downstairs. And it's like it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. So yeah, that is huge.
Yeah, it is like blocks upon blocks upon blocks. It is crazy.
Wow.
And because of that, it never felt packed. It never, Saturday was definitely the busiest day, but on Sunday there wasn't. It felt in comparison almost empty, just because everything could just stretch out, everything could breathe. It was really nice. Sarah was, like I said earlier, Sarah was so excited to go, and she came back so energized and excited and kind of like we are here at Married to the Games, just the feeling of community she came away with, and I want to be part of this community.
Dope.
And so that was really, really nice. I remember the first year that I went to kind of a breakout session, and the guy leading the table I was sitting at was very, as a streamer, your viewers are a commodity. They are not your friends. They are there to earn you money.
I remember that last year, yeah.
Never talk about yourself. Don't ever share anything personal about what you've done. That's not what you're there for. You are there to sell a product, blah, blah, blah. Yikes. And I haven't seen that guy since.
Yep.
I was about to say, that is not what we do.
I hope not.
And it was so cool this year just to see the theme of be yourself, don't just be one in a million, be your own unique person.
Yeah, be one of one. Yeah.
Exactly. And it was so cool to see that was kind of the message hammering home, breakout after breakout after breakout after breakout. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people go there just to see the big streamers or see the big silly showcases that they do. But Sarah and I were there for the panels, which are much smaller, where the big stages see hundreds and hundreds of people. And,
really?
And these the sessions we went to, there were maybe 40 people there, and something like that. And so it was just really cool to see. They have different sessions on new features currently at Twitch or coming to Twitch, and it was really cool to get an understanding of. It's led by the devs who are building these things at Twitch. And so it was really cool to get their feedback. And it made me a little sad that, a couple of them, just, a handful of people were there. But it was really nice. The floor where all the exhibitors was just, I told Sarah this time it was really nice because with Sarah, I felt a lot more comfortable doing a lot of the silly games or whatever they might have you do to, we'll give you this swag, but you got to do this. And it's a lot easier to be silly when you've got someone there with you.
Oh, sure.
That's right. That's right.
And it was just talking with people was really, really nice. Everybody at all the booths were really fun to talk to, interesting to talk to. Talking to the workers there who aren't streamers, but, were Twitch volunteers to hand out badges. And how has it been? Are you having a good time? And just I'm having a blast. It's been great. It was just been really cool. Got to meet a lot of people from the Lego community that I chatted with but never met. Our friend Brick and Nick, who won Lego Masters last year.
Yeah,
got
that's
to see
awesome.
him again.
So cool.
And last year, over the weekend, he built like a life-size streamer station, a desk, a computer, a chair out of Lego. And this year,
that sounds comfortable.
Exactly. And this year was really cool because it was the Vegas Strip, but instead he was giving people these square, flat pieces, and was inviting people. You build on this square what Vegas is to you, and then they would put all the squares together, and that made up the Vegas Strip. And so
that's very cool.
Really cool to see what other people made. Sarah and I are not. We can follow directions, but we cannot make it. So we made a Twitch swag bag with a really janky Twitch logo on it, and
That's awesome.
It was hilariously sad in comparison to what other people made, but it was a lot of fun. Artist Alley, where they have different artists just have their booths set up and just wandering through there and talking with people. And one of Sarah's favorite things was to visit the Doritos booth as soon as we got there and get a free bag of Doritos, and then stop in again later on and get some more Doritos. But it was really, really nice. I just really loved seeing Sarah so enthused and so excited, and so I got to get on Twitch more, not just to stream, but just to be in the community and meet people and interact with people, and so that was really cool to see. And you can't go and not come back and just kind of have a fire lit under you as just as a streamer yourself, like, man, I got to do, I want to do this and I want to do this, and one of the things I walked away with that stuck out was don't set goals based on numbers you have no control over. Like by the end of the year, I want 100 new followers, but set numbers that you can control. By the end of the year, I want to have done this many things, or I want to have done this many times, or reached out to this many people. And I thought that was really cool because a lot of us are very numbers goal oriented that we have no control over. And so I thought that was really cool, but it was a really nice time. We really enjoyed it. Vegas was good to us. I loved that Sarah and I know nothing about sports, and we were in a clothing store, and Sarah found a really cool sweatshirt she liked. She was like, look at this. She's like, oh, it's got it's got like cool black stripes around the shoulders. I love things on the shoulders, and should I get this? And I was like, well, we're not really in Raiders country back home. I don't know if you want
that
a Las
is
Vegas
hilarious.
Raiders sweatshirt.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, that is so
She's
funny.
part of the Raider Nation now. Well done, Ed.
I love it. Yeah.
She didn't end up getting it, but
So you go beat somebody up in the parking lot.
Seriously. Gonna wear one of those like skulls and stuff.
exactly. But it was a really nice time. We had a lot of fun, and it's just we're both riding high from it. It was a good time.
Fantastic.
That is so
Good deal,
great.
man. Good
What's
deal.
one of the things? Was there, like, when you mentioned big streamers? Do you remember any names that were there that you recognized that you were like, oh yeah, that's somebody?
The only person that I knew, like as far as like, it's a showcase with so and so. I didn't know any of those because I don't follow any big streamers.
Right.
But
Right. Yeah.
we did sit down at one panel, and I was like, and they tell you who the people are that's going to be there, and I didn't recognize anybody's name. But as we got in, I was like, man, that girl in the middle, I think she's someone I know. And I told Sarah that her name is not anything near, but I think that's Alana Pierce. And
Yeah.
it 100% was.
There you go.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
But her name wasn't on the thing promoting that she was there.
Well, her name isn't Alana Pierce. It's like
It's like Charles Ard or something
it's
like
kind
that,
of
right?
like, it's almost like Charles Alana Gerber, or it's like her name's sort of in there, but you wouldn't have known it was her just by the name. But it was a really good panel.
Her X handle, if I remember right. I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, something like that.
She uses
Yeah.
that on
Yeah.
a lot of social media things or whatever. Yeah.
Yep, you're
Something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
That's so dope. And then, okay, so Ed, just for, sometimes I like to say things on the show to keep myself accountable. What's something that you want to implement new that's into your streams that you kind of came home with? You're like, ooh, I want to start doing XYZ.
I stopped rating people at the end of my streams because I was having a lot of bad luck as far as like, I'm going to raid them. Here we go. And they're signing off. And then the next day, I was like, I'm going to raid them. Let's go say hi to this person. We'd raid in and something like, they'd just be talking something horrible. I'm like, whoa, I promise they never talk like this. Yeah.
Wow.
And hey, let's go raid this person. They're great. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to not do it because, and I see the benefit in doing it. And so I've started rating people again.
Nice.
So far it's been good luck, 2 for 2 so far.
There you go.
But so I definitely just kind of building the community that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Ed was rated by Ubisoft once.
I was.
right.
And that was pretty
That was
exciting.
amazing.
Yeah.
So Ed, I know your stack up is coming. Do you have? Is there some new things that you're gonna do on that, or I don't?
When is that?
It's Veterans Day weekend, so it's that Friday and Saturday. Friday morning at 6 a.m. into Saturday until Saturday at 6 a.m. And then Sarah and I are leaving Saturday afternoon for family vacation. So I will be immediately. It was going to be from 8 to 8, and I realized what day it was. I was like, let's make it 6 and give me a couple more hours of sleep before I get on.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
The only thing new really this time around is that if I hit my goal, everyone who donates votes, and and whoever they choose, I will dress as that Overwatch character for the rest of the year during streams.
Wow. No way.
Yep.
So there's
Where's
no
my-
hair
Yes.
dye on this
Where's my
one?
checkbook? Let's go.
There won't be a hair dye, maybe a wig.
I was really hoping that I'd be able to coax you into like, hey, make every option blue. So that's just that's what Chris wants to see.
I'm going to go ahead and look up Mercy outfits on Amazon for Ed to be wearing.
Let's go. Mercy out.
Well, dude,
Borrow
Ed,
one from Amber Heard.
we're so glad you had an amazing
Yeah,
time.
man,
It was
yes.
so fun watching you guys' adventures and just knowing that you guys were out there both having a great time, and that when you get to involve your wife in your world or she steps foot in that, there's like almost nothing better. You know what I'm saying? When you're enjoying the same exact thing that maybe you started doing first or whatever, and so that's just so great. I'm glad that she had an amazing time. Do you know just to put her business out there, is there something that she's wanting to do that she wants to add to her streams? Because she does workout streams, right?
She does workout streams, and it's something that she toyed around with, and while we were there, she was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and change my Twitch name. It was just her name, Sarah Placencia, and she has been, when she sends out her emails to people, she always signs them, your sweaty bestie, Sarah.
Yeah.
And she was like, she realized, are you the only person that uses their real name as their Twitch name? Everyone else has a cool name. And I was like, yeah, I think I am.
Something I would do.
Yeah, so she changed her Twitch name to Sweaty Bestie, and
Perfect.
she was very much like she was encouraged to get more involved in other people's streams, as far as like just being in the streams and chatting. And there was a fitness stream.
Oh, yeah.
And she got to meet a couple people that she knew from fitness streams, and they had raided each other back and forth. And he said,
Oh, that's
man,
great.
we always see you when we raid you, but we never see you outside of there. We don't know you at all. He was like, you got to, mingle and come into our streams and chat and talk with us. And I think that really hit home to her that, I can't just count on.
Take.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. And
I mean, that sounds negative, but I don't mean it as negative as it sounds.
Exactly. Yeah. And so she's been very proactive about, I think she realizes the value in community, like in
The back and forth of it.
Yeah, the back
in a
and forth.
different kind of way. And so she's been really good about doing that. And hey, I rated so-and-so, and I went into so-and-so's stream, and it's just been really cool to see her get excited about that.
That's great.
That's awesome. Talk to us quickly before you have to keep talking with your next segment.
Yes.
About you told me you got excited about some ear pods or some headphones.
Yeah, the Sony InZones they're wireless earbuds, and they had a display there, and I was like, well, I'll try them, but I've tried earpods before, and I mean, I paid $12 for them. And
they sound like a
these are like
buzzing
$200,
bumblebee.
right?
Yeah, they're like
Yeah,
$200,
$200.
And tried them, and I was like,
Wow,
I've never gotten
really?
excited about headphones before. I gotta go home and put these on my Amazon wish list because and they were really nice. They had Call of Duty. I mean, it's a great game to have to show off some earbuds, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, oh yeah. So
Nice.
that was really cool. I like that.
And then, out of all the swag things you came home with, because you guys were making out like bandits,
we did really well.
what's one of the swag things that sticks out to you?
I was able to get an Invincible T-shirt from the Amazon Prime booth. They had like a really cool...
the cartoon, the show, right?
Yeah, the cartoon. Yeah, so I was really, really happy about that, and so that was probably my favorite thing to get. Also because our buddy Stancil, who's been a long-time listener and become a really good friend, he's the one who introduced me to the comic Invincible.
So there you go.
Kind of had that friend connection there, so it was kind of nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
I love that.